Dead Stock, muy buenas noches, saludos. Can you hear me good? All right, gracias. How was your weekend? Samantha, great to see you. How was your day? H and Orange, saludos. Hey, Glenn, great to see you. Thank you. 506 Gangsters, saludos. Gracias for your support. Mr. Goyo, always a pleasure. Thank you for the love and support. Blessings to you and family. Rose, muy buenas noches. Death Stock. Oh, that sounds like something interesting. Sorry everyone if everything seems weird. I'm still trying to settle in here. Uh Samantha, everything we'll just leave it, everything's good. I'm alive, thank you God, but a lot on the plate. Leaving the ranch is we'll just say I'm okay. Ooh, sorry to hear about the COVID. Thank you, Mr. Goyo. Likewise I send mine as prayers to you and family. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know my boy has one. Haven't gotten a chance to talk to you, but it's well, you know a lot. On, but it's been, huh, fingers, John. First off, saludos, but fingers. Everything will work out, Samantha. I have a lot of faith. No, Rose, I can't. So at least for a while. Eric, muy buenas noches. Saludos. Thank you, my boy. H and Orange, I've been tripping out on that, and man, there's some shady stuff there, huh? The sad part is it all has to do with trafficking children. Culiacan, Eric is on fire. But right now, for the time being, I had to go to a different ranch. Part time. Great to see you. How was your weekend? Yeah, that's the goal, Glenn, to head back to the USA. Hey, sorry if this computer is weirder than my other one. Some of my stuff haven't followed me still out here. MZ, Eric. Exactly. Agent Orange. Junior, Buenas noches. Yes, Rose. Yes. It's it's familia too, just from the different angle. But oh, yes. I'm where I'm supposed to be. It's you know Agent Orange's family, just other side of family. It's just I'm trying to do what I speak of. I don't know if it makes sense to everybody. For example, thank you, Glenn. Triple A, my boy, buenas noches. Ahorita no, you know, ahorita no, but I will get there. Right now, Samantha is crazy. Since I got here, I'm trying to keep my word of what I talk about. For what type of individual would I be, right? For example, you guys know how Culiacan is. I mean, I already said it, I don't want to repeat it, but my nephew that followed me here, he was about to become a victim right now. I had to go back to my old me, right? I'll just leave it at that. And they want to study, they want to get out of. I know what that is, Culiacan, family, that life, go out. You have to go out with escoltas, and so they want to finish their studies. I don't got nothing, and I told him, hey, vámonos. We'll see how we do it. But we gotta cut ties right for right now to Culiacan. So danger, saludos. I wouldn't believe nothing, Rose. But our typical day for me usually is Samantha routine is usually I'm home, trying to do something, and but right now it's been hectic because the medical that was supposed to follow me, I got caught in a bunch of trauma in Culiacan before coming. I forgot the payday of my insurance. I had to start chemo, but this whole month I don't have medical. So keep me in prayers. I don't need to end up in the hospital because I won't be able to. And I've been trying to see what I can do to at least get them radiation pills to set put a month. That little machine Agent Orange hooked up. I need to get it working again. But I've been up and down, up and down. Like where I was earlier, it was my niece and my nephew. They followed me days after because I needed to come here first, and I was picking them up. Danger again, saludos. But usually, a lot of stuff, Samantha, I can't really say in Culiacan what my day was. But I'll just say I used to help a lot with the cattle. If you could read between them lines. Oh, Eric, I apologize. Dispenser to hear that. My nephew's 14. My niece, she's 17 on her last year of prepa. Yeah, I know it's one. I know, and I always think you believe me, my boy, but you gotta understand how I am. If I say I'm gonna do something, I want to be closest. I allow people in my circle. I want to keep my word. At least to the sense that I feel I'm keeping my word. I know can't really do much for everyone right now, which I apologize, but they'll come around. I'm always here, my boy. Thank you, Glenn. It means the world. Exactly, less said better. Hooster, buenas noches. Great to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. It only goes to two lighters. Uh, as long as they don't stop, Ancient Orange. Yeah, Samantha, it's just in public. There's a lot of things I can't really speak on, but maybe through an email or something. I'm not trying to be rude. Please forgive me. But Gino from East Lake. Tacos on the cara? Not on the cara, right here and right here. Yeah, just the mustache and underneath. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, let's figure it out. Who's Stucker? Big Banning. Saludos. Great to see you. How you been? Yeah, Rose. I'm not in no way a perfect person. You guys know that, but I'm trying. God lines him up, and my duty is just to try. Man, please forgive this stupid light. Can you guys see me good? It's because of the. Oh, shit. Man, I need to start working on something because this ain't working. Where am I? Come on, no. Sorry if I miss. I'm getting together so you have an extra. Oh, thank you, Agent Orange. Taco Sling, saludos del Barranco. Yeah, who's sucker? You can email me anytime. Oh, that's great to hear, Banlin. My Instagram is in the description of every video. Eric, Miguel, muy buenas noches. It's in the description of every video I put up. Who's sucker? Big ballin'. I'll just leave it with respect, right? If all these vatos sing, right? That guy you mentioned, he's been telling and turning people in since 30, 40 years ago. So watch what's gonna happen here soon. Oh, Rose is crazy. It's crazier than this other ranch. Host Tucker anytime. Anytime. I've been up and down, trying to lighten things up for More so for my nephew and niece, right? Because you guys know me. I don't really need much, right? Jerry, saludos. Great to see you. You going to rest, Samantha? Good night. Thank you for stopping in. Again, sorry if I didn't answer correctly, but I'll just say my day is busy. I know I'm like the way I am, but most of the time I only have when I can't breathe is the only time I'm laid out. Yo, yeah, that's right, big bowling. Host Tucker, thank you. I haven't. Rose, I literally just walked in. But I will. At least some fruit or something. Fish Slayer, thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate your love. And everything's needed and a blessing right now. Thank you. Oh, I also want to state tonight that my health, man, I don't even know right now. Eric, every time I think about it, it hits me harder. But pain's always there. But the only thing oh, this thing. I'm supposed to be on chemo, but I won't be able to this whole month. So I'm just trying to see if I could pay that them radiation pills to at least help me. Cause if it flares out, phew, but right now it's alright. I'm here. I can't complain. I hope so, Agent Orange. Yeah, Eric. Lymphoma Huskins. That's what I want to see, AAA, because I used to pay half, right? Because I had that insurance, but I wasn't able to pay it this month, and now they want me to cover everything, and well, we just leave it like that. They cancel my medical for this month at least. Yeah, thank you, Fish Slayer. Yeah, yeah, Rose, that's the plan. Shinala, I don't know. I've been trying, to figure it out. First, I was fighting like, hey, but that was a dead end. So I gotta go back and see. Oh, okay, this one. That's great to hear. Los médicos, cállate to los medical in the States, you mean? Yeah, that's where I've been stuck at my boy AAA, trying to figure things out, you know, because I'll just say he's been at Rob. It used to be in my lymph nodes, but when I came back right now, they're saying it's attacking my organs. That's why I had two head attacks, four heart attacks, and the thrombosis, lung failure. Well, but as lymphoma Hodgkins, I don't know if you have awareness of the second time it comes around. Eduardo, great to see you. Buenas noches. Yeah, my nieces are moving the lawyers there, so I'm able to just walk through, you know, and not have to go do time and stuff. David, thank you. I appreciate prayers. Everyone, do please hit the like, if possible, por favor. No, nah, Rose is not working right now. I don't know my breathing sounds. I swear they left something wrong in my heart, or I just don't have the knowledge to how it's gonna. Cause I walk and then I feel like I'm gonna want to have a attack, right? I have to kick it for a while and then resume, and then I'm like a little bit of old man. I am an old man, right? But great to see you. Thank you for your prayers. Buenas noches, Iván. Elizabeth, buenas noches. Great to see you. My weekend was hectic. You know, I've been trying to. First off, I came to the ranch where there was nobody here. And you guys know my house the first 2 days, I was like, that pain in my legs, everyone. I don't know what's the deal with it, you know? It's like every time I lay down, I feel my veins literally like they're on fire, literally on fire. And I start trying to stretch it out. And the only way I could stop it from hurting is literally sit down like this in the edge of the bed. So you see this dummy all night trying to sleep with pain like this because I can't lay down because of the leg pain. They said when I was in Guadalajara they were going to study it to see what it was, and it just never went through. Spanx, great to see you. Buenas noches. How was your weekend? Angel, saludos. Thank you. Union area. Saludos, Angel. How long have I been going through this, everyone? 2.5 years, close to 3 years almost, you know? First, they had not figured out it was the Huskins that came back. They, you know, on December, basically, I had a big brain stroke, is what left this, you know? Look, semi paralyzed for my left side. And then within, what was it, 20 days, I had another one on the left side of my brain, right? But the first one was the one that then we were attending that, and then April of the next year is when I had the heart attack, the thrombosis. They hit me at once. And basically after that, it was my fault too, you know. Oh, I agree, David. Chemo kills everything. I was supposed to start Wednesday, Greg, but uh, things happen, you know. Nah, um, AAA. They were saying they think I might have thrombosis in my leg, so they're going to study it, right? But you know how that goes. Basically, when I had that thrombosis in the lungs and the heart attack, that's where I myself too told him, you know, when I was 22, I had a lymphoma Hodgkin's and I was on remission from it, and that's where the doctors came out, you know, that when lymphoma hits the second time around, the first time it hits you isn't one of the most curable ones, right? But the second time it hits you, it's well, according to the doctors, 9 out of 10 is going to kill you because it starts attacking organs, like you're seeing it, right? Uh, Brain attacks, 4 heart attacks, thrombosis, still dealing with it. I had liver failure, and so we'll see. Yeah, Greg, that's what we're looking at. That's great to hear, Spanx. Yeah, David. They were saying it. I posted it on the community post, but man, I know I'm going to sound stupid, but they were thinking it was this rare disease, right? It has a Japanese name, I forgot. And I was supposed to do some studies and go back to Guadalajara to see if it is, but they canceled all my medical stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Eric, man, El Rob, I wish it was possible, you know. But yeah, that's a big reason, you know. No, Greg, I'm not. Yeah, Green Ranger is just part of carrying your cross, right? The pain, you know, is nothing new to me, but the physical is, you know, that's a part that I can't deal with the pain. I've been through stuff with pain, right? But the physical part, you know, I went from going up mountains, jumping off cars, you know, just to not being able to take 10 steps. The kidneys, thank you God, I haven't had nothing negative with that. What's that as one? I don't know, Chris. I really don't. Last I heard, he just got tired, right? He decided to do his family thing, but again, don't quote me on that. You know, I can't speak for another person. The sin you got is just Google about your pain and IG. Oh, I Googled it like hell, you know. But it comes from, man, for so many angles. You guys know when you guys go through chemo, for example, the chemo I received, man, I don't know if you guys could see, but I got a dot here. Well, I have a dot here. I have a dot here, here. Basically, where they concentrate at, right? And since, for example, right here there's bone, but in this part there's no bone, so automatically you go through arthritis there, right, in shoulders. But plus all the bullets I have in me, pain. Like I said, pain is just. I'm heading to Los Cabos. Oh, enjoy, man. I haven't gone fishing. Whew. I went one time since I got out. Didn't catch anything. Nine tails. I think you. Oh my god. I really fucking dislike this. Sorry, everyone. I really need to get organized. But that Culiacan stuff is just a rumor. I think you're gonna see him in Venezuela, but Mexico, I don't see it. But again, who the hell am I, right? I'll tell you one thing. Everybody's ready. Green Ranger. I want to tell you, the first time that I had a heart attack, it literally took me out. But it's because it hit me at once with thrombosis, right? And I was trying. Literally, I was trying. I was like this. And in the morning, all day, I started feeling from my right side of the nose, right? Like if I was drowning. With that sensation when water just shoots up your nose. But I started feeling all this part of my eye numb. And I started feeling like there was needles, literally on the whole my side of my head. And I kept ignoring it, right, all day. I just said, nah. And all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. And I jumped up. When I jumped up, I dropped. And at the time I was at the ranch solo, right? And when I dropped, I literally crawled, what it be, like 15 feet. Yeah, and it was the entrance of the bathroom. And I'll tell you, like, this is the worst feeling you'll ever feel. You're choking, your chest hurts, can't breathe. Every time I try to swallow in, I really thought I was done. Period. The pain, you can't even focus on that because I went like that for like 15 minutes, and then I gave up. I'll be sincere, I gave up, and I dropped. The minute I gave up, when I said F it, God, do your thing, I started being able to breathe again. And I got up, and you guys know I'm stupid, right? I still went, sat down, and ignored it, and just dealt with the pain. And a few days later is when I went to the doctor because I couldn't do nothing. You know what my answer was to that? I needed to force myself. So I started working out. Literally, after that, I started working out, and then I started feeling again like all that sensation, right? So I said, I want to go. And I went, and that was the brain attack, right? And then we started doing that, and then the heart attack, it was just pain. You can't breathe. It happened on my jefita's pad, right? I was visiting, and I was on the third floor, and she kept telling me, "You're right, you're right." I told her, "Go to bed, I'm cool." And I stayed all night, literally outside. It was a windy day, standing up because I couldn't breathe. And then in the morning, when she woke up, I just told her, "You know what, Emma? Take my butt to the hospital. I don't know what's going on. I just couldn't take the pain no more." And it was a heart attack. It's just painful, and you just can't breathe, period. You feel like you're drowning. Oh, Eric, sorry to hear that. Oh, Greg, that happened to me many times, but good ones, you know. I've been shot here in Mexico 8 times, and in the States 4. You know, I love you too, as one. Thank you. Like this time in Guadalajara, I knew what was happening. You know, I'm just stupid. You know, where I was staying. Oh, you guys, those that were with me, you guys remember I did a live in Guadalajara? I was literally going through a heart attack at that time. Literally, that's the day I stayed. I opened up this door and I stayed standing up on a barra, just trying to breathe. And then the last one, man, basically you can't breathe in pain. It's true what they say. You know the pain in your chest is not chest pain. You will know it's your heart, and then it starts escalating right here to your hand, and this part right here gets numb to the point you can't even do this. And that day my niece was there, and I literally took 1, 2 steps, and I was like, hold up, and then I used to tell her, come here, and just hug her and trying to walk with her, right? Until that third one that really sat me down. Oh, that would be great. Greg, if I'm ever back, I'll take you up on that. Yeah, it sounds nice. Nine Tails. Primrock, thank you. It's hard to explain, but that's the best way I could explain it in a Ranger. Just can't breathe, believe me. That last one, I thank God, I was driving. I was already like on the freeway, right? And it was a 3 lane. And when it hit me, I just I just said, "Whoop," went in the 2 lanes, went in a gas station, and the minute I put it on park, I've been tortured bad. And that day, I honestly said, oh, this is it. Even when I'm tortured, I always say, like, go ahead, get your money. There'll be a different moment. But this time it was like, man, this is it. Vincent, thank you. I will, Eric. I will. Yeah, it's one I know. I know. The one here in Mexico, and I told the story, how the Pili that got backdoor, he's not the only one that literally sat there with me. I'm a stubborn individual, but he sat there and he's a cool dude. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do nothing. And within time, He used to take me in the bathroom, right? Shower me, everything until you guys know how I am. I told him, "Fool, leave me alone. Let me go in solo. I appreciate you, but I ain't gonna curl up and let this take me out, you know." So I used to grab the stick for suero for IV and just go with that. And I used to tell him, if I hit the floor, I don't want you to take me in the bathroom. I want you to pick me up, throw me on the bed, and let me retry. Let me retry. And I always just push myself, you know. Um, I don't think so, Chris. That fool's man. There's been informants, and I don't even know what you would call that individual anymore, right? Prem Rock. I definitely don't see a movie, but yeah, on that other one, I won't get started, you know. And my boy S one's gonna go on one right now. Yeah, Nine Tails, I will. I know if it's one. Yeah, most of them, Greg, just the ones I have on my back. I have two of them. They can't. They say it'll do more damage if they remove him, and that's what caused a lot of pain because they're here's my spine and they're like right there, right? So when it gets cold or when I force myself, I feel they do this. And you guys know from your spine, what it does is we got little nerves, right? So when they do this, it feels like they're literally putting a blade across my chest and they go like this all day, you know? But I recognize that pain, right? It's just, right out, it's just from a lot of different angles. Nah, Greg, that day they shot me them 8 times. I don't even know how the hell I got there, right? But we were on a mission in Oaxaca, right? We've been there for a while and we basically got set up. We went in. It's my fault. I'll just leave it like that, right? I got there and the Pili and other homies, they told me, this sounds like a setup. And I'm just that stupid, right? That I told them, hey, setup or no setup, they're in there. Buck up, vámonos. Let's just, and I told him, I would do punta, vamos. So we went in there and things unfolded, and yeah, it was a setup, right? And I got first, I don't know, like 3, 4 times, and I kept pushing, and then a fool just jumped up and, with the long, he got me 4 more times, and I don't know, I don't know nada. Next thing I know, I'm in prison in the hospital, and about 8 of us got arrested. The first four is, uh, Junior, the first four is, I got I don't know if you guys can see it. Where is it? Right here, look. Can you guys see it? You can't really see it because of my tats, right? But this one's, it's a small caliber. But then, where is it? Anyways, I don't know if you guys can see it. don't want to show, but right there, that's where a big caliber went in. Right there, down. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a R15 or what was it. To be sincere, I'm telling you, I was out. But I woke up in the hospital, But it was one of them things. Doctor said because of them two near my back, I wasn't gonna be able to walk. But so I know I shouldn't even complain that I could take 4 steps and then have to stop and look for breathing and stuff because I wasn't supposed to walk. Not just that time. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's one. If I wouldn't have had one, I would have been gone. Agent Orange, homie, hang out. Salud. How's your weekend been? Yeah, Triple A. I had one. I don't know if you guys noticed. Like besides this one, if I wouldn't have had it, just think about it. Right there, and man, look, oh, man, this fucking lighting. But right there, my back. If I wouldn't have had it, they all hit me where the best is. They just went through. JG, saludos. Great to see you. Homie, hang out. How was your weekend? No, as one. That's basically why I wanted to do a live today, right? I wanna, I wanna pick up the channel, the message. Everything I've mentioned to you guys, I'm gonna try to play it out this weekend. The lives, the lives, the reactions. Get that? I wanna. I got. Believe me, everything I've spoken on my mouth, I'm an individual. I'm gonna keep my word, right? I want to get it going this week. As get things going on that book thing, seeing if I could make sense of it. Yeah, I know Triple A. The thing is, I don't know with that medical thing. The only thing I'm like this, don't end up in the hospital. Don't end up in the hospital. I'm still in a hole for them surgeries they did on the heart. Antonio, great to see you. Okay, Josh, man, be safe. You go back and forth a lot, huh? Prin, 100% being betrayed. Bullets they leave a damage, but being betrayed is like everything you're wiggling for is like damn. It just gives you one of them feelings. Like for me, since I'm so stuck and always being true, right? I always start with that. Analyze your actions, fool. That's right, homie. Hang out. I've been trying. Finally, my niece is out here, so hopefully we could start getting things going. Martín, buenas noches. Saludos. Archer, Alaska. Angel, saludos. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, AAA. I actually gotta go tomorrow morning because I also went today. I just wanted a prize, right? And they had me there for 2, 3 hours, and they were trying to figure out. And at the end, they said, "Oh, you can't do nothing today. It's Sunday." And I was like, "Oh, this food is just." Yeah, homie, hang out. I agree with that. I respect that way you come out with them cats. Ah, thank you, Greg. Yeah, I bet. Josh, J Boy, great to see you. Greg, the worst thing. The worst thing. For example, that time, since we were on that topic where I got shot right in Oaxaca, and you know what? If that fool, right? Excuse my language, but there was a homie kid from Northside Bowling Park. He was supposed to ride with us, but he had turned chanclas, right? He had jumped puddles, and he's basically the one that set us all up. But again, it was a lot of my fault too. I had a chance to let's reorganize it. Nah, let's do this. But definitely, yeah, it's hard. Prembrock, all my pleasure. Thank you for letting me know. Nah, Eric, that's the thing. Nobody's using fentanyl out here. The Fanta, all of it goes to where they're asking for it, right? Mexico ain't a place you see them using Fanta. Yeah, Josh, here too. It's been bad with storms. Yeah, just do it on a safe time. As when I agree, the homie hangout, he's not only has the good information, is he lays it out. Not just from a good angle and information wise, but he literally lays it out. And you know me, I'm doing my message from the ghetto because I'm a ghetto, but the homie literally lays it out to where people shouldn't even come and argue with it, with the facts he lays out. And I respect, the angle he uses. Thank you, Josh. Hope you rest well. And always prayers, saludos your way. I'm always keeping an eye for your posts. I think Rose when I bored Rose tonight. Eric, I know of, but I don't. I really don't do that. My respects to everybody and their channel, their information, their message, their lies. It's none of my business. My respects. But yeah, I know who he is. Just don't get into that YouTube comadre stuff. Oh, she is. Yeah, I'm sorry everyone for doing it so late today. I really try to rush back, but you guys know how it is. on an airport, right? I was clowning with my niece today, and I told her when I picked her up, right? Her, my nephew. I told him, hey, you fools ain't scared, and they go, why, Theo? And I go, you guys know I'm the only one you guys have now. And they go, stop it. And I go, okay, we'll see where it leads to, you know. I don't leave nobody down, right? But I'm on God's mercy, so we'll see where it goes. Legend 13, saludos, live. Well, we're here, you know. How's the weather in New York? The pinta I did the most time in was Pelican Bay. Shoo. I did, let me see, 10 years straight in Pelican Bay. Shoo. Yeah, close to 10 years. I went November, yeah, November 2004. I left to Pelican Bay from Corcoran Shoe. I left Pelican Bay Shoe to the feds in March of 2015. But it was definitely, you know, the one I did most time in. Yeah, AAA and Hope, you know. Yeah, Green Ranger. You could have books, you could draw, you could either have a TV or radio. Um, you could have a lot, you know, if you know how to organize yourself. What is it? M. Cepe, saludos. 831, saludos, buenas noches. Did you come across any infamous? From our angle, Agent Orange, you could say that, you know. Other than that, you know, them cats, they mostly have him slammed, you know. That is just 10. This guy. GVQ, buenas noches. JR, everything I'm doing, including feelings, you know, I'm just that stupid individual, right? I don't show feelings. The feelings you see that at once try to come out. For example, when I go through the hospital thing, the feelings you hear in the video, that's all. But I don't record, I don't put nothing down. It's just life to me, right? But I just don't see. S1 always tells me, you know, it's normal to me. I just don't see it, you know. I'm trying, I really, but I'm always like, well, I don't know why I am the way I am, right? But yes, Agent Orange. There was still people that had a celly in Pelican Bay, but if you had any incel violence, you were single cell for sure. And remember, I was coming from Corcoran from a 187 investigation, so world history, Green Ranger, philosophy, but definitely world history is what I read more of. Thailand, Africa, Europe, Scotland. When it comes to this side, I read, of course, Mexico, but a lot of history in Paraguay, Colombia, Brazil, and Peru. Peru has some. Eric, he's in Pelican Bay. Yeah, I was on both. Gitano. I met I met Gypsy. I actually put a story out about him. Exposing ignorance. Thank you. Igualmente te mando mis saludos y respetos y como bendiciones para ti familia. Ay, disculpa que sea como la India María, ni de aquí ni de allá, right? But DS, que hubo? Antonio, hey, home team, how you been? Igualmente, saludos, buenas noches. Beto, buenas noches. Saludos, amigo. For everyone that's, that showed me love through the PO box, do know my feet is going this week, and muchas gracias. H and Orange, they took me on a bus, literally from Pelican Bay. We did a overnight in Folsom. Yeah, well, you could say overnight, but we were basically there all night, all day, and then around 11, we went on they put us back on the bus and we drove to Fresno, to a federal building there. And then from there, they flew me to Arizona. Big Bunny, buenas noches. Hope you rest well. Thank you for giving me some times. It's the only one I could find. I'll just leave it at that, Eric. The Grey Goose. GV. California City. I don't know. They literally, we went from Fresno to Tucson. Then we grabbed the bus. They took us to Eloy and Folsom, New Folsom. Man, I'm getting sucked up, Green Ranger. I'm losing. I need to work out. So right now they have me on a rabbit diet. Literally, I can't eat meat, just fish and greens, vegetables, fruits, and stuff like that. Eloy, well, when I got there was war with the Árabes, and they had me in the. They literally took me from shoe living. They put me in a compa with everybody, right? And then the gang task came in and they snatched me up. They took me to to Willis, to the hole, till they send me to Pennsylvania. TCS is by Fresno. Oh, okay, okay, Agent Orange. But yeah, mostly it was right there in Willis, in the hole. Antonio. Yeah, I know. Triple A. I need to eat more. I need to start working out somewhat, But well, right now this month I gotta just shut up and just kick it. Oh, okay. Huh. Did you go through the callejones? Dead stock? Yeah, Eric. Yeah, every month. BOP side. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Antonio. Nah, they didn't want me on the line because they said I was gonna cause problems due to the war that was happening. Because it was amongst us or the raza with Árabes. Oh, the boy that got caught in Guarabitos? That was a good individual. He don't look like it, but that was some crazy homeboy, and he's already, but that's a good homie right there. A lot of people don't know that that's a homie from Califas right there on Halloween. The deepest in the feds, if we talk in general, it is like every other pintas, right? It's Raza and brothers. The difference is that the brothers are like this. The Raza is on each other's throat, so I gotta say the brothers. There's a lot of Middle Easters per se, in general, but brothers, I'll say brothers. No, Triple A, I can't eat cheese. Uh, Ivan, mostly there's one or two, right? Oh, okay, Antonio. Yeah, even the hole in the feds was pretty cool, Antonio. They literally came around every day. They put a phone right outside your cell to go ahead and just dial and boogie all day if you wanted to, right? And again, I was coming from Pelican Bay Shoe. To me, it was love, right? I still went out with all the homies. There was a homie from Armenian, Tunerville. I talked about the homie from Napa that I would end up selling up with him. And, well, there were about 10 homies, and they took us out every day in the back of the hole. There was literally cages. They put us all in one cage. So it was love compared to Pelican Bay, right? Yeah, danger. Not like stated, but yeah. Armando, buenas noches. Likewise, God bless to you and family. Camaleón, nothing. Nothing at all. I don't speak about other YouTubers, but I'll say this in general, right? How can I put this, man? When the truth is out there, there's no need for anybody to think anything. It's out there. Can't argue with with black and white, period. Now, you know, I could only speak about myself. The reason why I don't want to speak about third parties in YouTube is because I don't do this. They could say I'm this, and that. I'm just not a peseta. I disculpen, but I say it like that. But for those that been around, let's say we're in the shoe, right? Usually when people lock it up, something snaps on them, right? Some. They get behind the door and they call you, your family, everything when you're walking out that tail, right? What is what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to not even acknowledge them, period. Laugh it off. I know I'm not there no more, but I'm just not gonna get into the back and forth. It's it's dumb. Coming on YouTube and say, oh, I've been this, I'm this person is lower here, this, and that. And next thing you know, you start comadreando and start back and forth behind a screen like a peseta. Come on. So I refer to just my respects to everyone in general, right? Including that individual, Camaleon. He has a good message. He was there, but if he don't want to speak, that's not for me to even comment on, right? That's your pops. Fam bam. Huh. Exactly, Ancient Orange. That was funny is look, when I was in charge of a pot, let me go back to cartoon. Sorry, I keep saying that. I don't think I touch on enough on cartoon. Look, that was the first yard I ever had. Ironwood for Terco. Then the hole, you know, for Terco and also from Hammett and well, anyways, cartoon had 20 years in his belt, being validated in Pelican Bay and Corcoran. He was under a lot of peelies. I personally had a mission with Evil from Watts. He was trash. He had an S charge, but I was going to use him to go to Sea Yard. There was another fool with the X crimes to clip that fool and come back, and I wouldn't have to utilize a homie, right? To protect the homie, I was going to use a trash to go get another trash. But everybody knew about Evil. That he just reached out to me like, "Hey, camarada, let me try to clean up my stuff. I'm going to try to go to Sea Yard. I don't want to get whacked again. All that." So I got in his head and look, I talked to a Pili. I'm going to help you clean it up. You're going to go to Sea Yard and so and so and so and so. I want you to make a statement with him, right? A good one to clean your stuff up. Anyways, when he was walking out his cell to go to Sea Yard, Cartoon yelled out the door, "Hey, Evil, I seen your paper, que esto, que el otro." Then 20 years under his belt, the minute I got Terco also was already getting at me and saying, "This fool, his juggler got to bounce. He's no good for speaking behind that door." So again, he had that Hugo, so I waited to get out of management cell to go out there and hit him, but he was done. So you can't come on here and say I got this clutch, and then do this. Yeah, Green Ranger soda is something bad. Da Messias, yeah, that's why I started telling my stories. in that channel. Armando with Evil in Ironwood. Yeah, I was the one that put steel to him in the whole yard. Yeah, sugar. That's another poison right there. Exactly, Craig. I try my best, believe me. Yeah, Armando, then everybody knows who I am. They don't understand this. My tads, they've been the same. I earned my tads before I got slammed. I'll just say that. And I've been real clear with everybody. I've been honest. Robert Alvarez. But for anyone that don't recognize me and wants to look me up, just look up Robert Alvarez, K36147. But yeah, Armando was me and my celly, Little Bullet. If you were in the hole at that time, then you know exactly who I am. I had the whole hole. I was on management cell. From there, I went back on management cell. Then they put me on two, what was it? 220 something over there by that corner on this side. And then I don't know if you remember when the homies went back there for taking off on COs. They start messing with their food, and it's when I had a whole all the ranfla board up, and I was the one that she extracted out the cell, and all the homies were mad because they left me out there handcuffed from about 10 p.m. till 5:45 or something. Huh. Danger, thank you, as one. Man, Armando, let me see. It was Aguila, Django. Man, my I had the list though of all the camaradas. But it's a pleasure, Armando. Hope you're out and well. Yeah, H and they were messing with their. Literally, they went out to showers and there was this brother CO, right, that used to go in their cells and grab all their soups and stuff and slam it on the floor. We used to shoot him again to avoid problems, right? And they would go back in and smash him because. So when they were walking me back from showers is when that black CO and a little raza jainita, right? And I told that CO, hey, we try to avoid problems back here. That you're doing to certain individuals here, messing with their food and mail and stuff, it ain't gonna be tolerated with all the respects. We function on the respect. And he went off on me, literally. Who the you think I was how they have to walk you handcuffed to, and I was like just hearing him like he was telling me if you wouldn't have them handcuffed, we could really tip up. And I was like, but you guys know how it is in the hole. You have to go in, face that way till they close the door. Then you put your hands out the slot and let them handcuff you, right? But I'm double jointed in my right hand. And basically, when I went in like this, right away I turned to face him. When I turned and faced him, he was telling me to turn around, turn around, turn around. And I told him no. Then I took out my hand and I went like this. And I told him, come in the cell. And he said, no. He started banging that door to close my door. When he closed the door, he told me they have to leave something. I don't know what it is, right? For the handcuffs and that stuff, they have to turn him back in. So he told me like, hey, give me them handcuffs. And I told him, you were doing this. You want your handcuffs? Come in and get them. If you don't come in, you ain't getting nothing. So he left for the sergeant and my celly. At that time, they had separated me and Bullet, and it was a youngster. And I told the youngster like he didn't know what was going on, right? He was back there for a stupid write up, and I told him, "Hey fool, I'm not coming out to cell unless he comes in. Grab the mattress, go to the bottom bunk in the bar and cover yourself up, cause." And the sergeant came and he knew I had the hole, so he tried to tell me like, "Hey Alvarez, que," and I told him, "Look, Sergeant, your worker was doing this, messing with people. So he said if he had the opportunity to put hands on me, he would. Tell him to take his vest off and come in the cell, and I will give you the handcuffs." And he said, I can't do that. So I said, all right, then it has nothing to do with you, and I just boarded up. There was homies next door to me, and they told me like, hey, Chino, like, and I told him, send them Namapil right now to everyone. I want to do punta. Once they extract me out this cell, everybody boogie. And it's for them to stop messing with the camaradas. And literally, they threw the shot grenades in the cell, and I had gotten two socks and soap. And but when they threw them shot grenades, they sprayed. That's why I had told the homie like, "Hey, put that mattress, cause I'm not walking out the cell." And I had put soap. When I heard the door, I couldn't see nothing. Right, I just went out swinging. But literally, it was a stupid thing. They just moved aside and boop, 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 boop. They dragged me from my feet down the stairs. And, well, you guys know the rest, right? And, but poor the homie, work laundry and C yard. Okay, I was only on A yard. And then the whole, I don't know Diablo from South. He's a different generation. Doreen, buenas noches. Great to see you. I am Camaleon. I am. Just let me, I don't want to glorify, so let me just. Danger. Thank you from the heart. I appreciate your help. Yeah, Triple A, that little homie, he didn't know when I told him, like, hey, vete ahí, tápate con el colchón. They're going to throw this, and that. They're going to throw them little BBs, you know how, with that shot grenade. They're going to spray, and I'm not walking out this cell. When they drag me, you can handcuff. But other than that, he was scared, believe me. Yeah, I know. And I'm not doing it to glorify. It was just one of them things that everybody remembers in Ironwood, because after they dragged me out, right? All the camaradas, everyone in the hole, they boarded up. And when the camaradas were done, all the wood pile boarded up to make a statement, right? That they're not going to be messing with the comida back there. Thank you, Danger, again. Hey, everyone, I apologize for hugging everyone's time so much. I guess I really miss. Do hit the like, por favor. Before I go out, I want to answer this comment. He told me that whenever I come on here, I sing like this and I sound good, right? You basically said, I think I'm real clear with everybody, right? With my medical stuff, all the paperwork I post and I show it to you guys. Everything. I don't speak for pity. I speak because I'm respectful. I don't want one day to just poop and you guys be like, hey, this fool's this. No. But this guy says, why am I lying about my health? Fool, go to the polls community and read. Por favor. My my name's on there, everything. And when I come on here and do lives with you guys, it's because I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. If you guys could read between them lines. If I know like that you guys seen it one time where I had to punch ASAP. But if I feel that's the case, I'd rather just excuse myself, right? But anyways, to that person, again, I'm not this. So if you're hearing my message, gracias. But if you expect me to go back and forth with you, I'm not. I don't eliminate nobody either. Period. Everybody's entitled to. You could say I'm whatever. It's alright. Just do know I don't come on here and I don't intend to have people. I will hope nobody has pity on me. Because to me, that would be like, I'm going to give you an example. For me to feel sorry for someone and have pity for them, I would be disrespecting them, period. You see, I'm trying to be as clear with everybody as I want the channel to be, right? Yeah, trolls are crazy. Thank you, Vincent. Armando, muy buenas noches. Thank you for your prayers. I hope it brought back memories. But yeah, I was the one with the cartoon and evil thing. Yeah, Greg. They usually never do, they're just always in one. Exactly, Agent Orange. But everyone, I'm gonna let everyone rest. I missed you guys. I apologize. I hugged your ear so late and so long. I still gotta record something for you guys tomorrow. But sorry I didn't meet my goal this weekend, Agent Orange. My plans was to do the two profiles Saturday and Sunday. I promise and just put palabra from here out every Saturday and Sunday's profiles. I will continue with my story and you guys will hear from me at least once a day. Even if it's you guys seeing my mascara to say, you know what, I send my love, my prayers, but you will hear from me. Oh, that's great to hear. 11 years, that's awesome. Iván, muy buenas noches. Eduardo, hasta mañana. Como siempre, gracias. Thank you for your love and support. Bro, is Hater World? Huh, no. That fool ain't even a peewee. Just listen to him talk. And again, my respects, but just hear him talk. Good night, Vincent. Cool granddaddy. Man, thank you always for your love and support and your great help. Yeah, cool granddaddy, do send me an email. Let's touch base. Again, thank you for your amazing help. You always showed me love. Güera, muy buenas noches. I was curious. GV, buenas noches. Cool granddaddy, again, thank you. My love to you and family. Ha, thank you, Greg. S1, I love you too, bro. You know that. Man, cool granddaddy. You always show me major love. Thank you. Thank you, Güera. El Rob, igualmente. Buenas noches. Green Ranger, thank you. Yeah, I was curious. I was wondering if she was okay, but I'm glad to hear she's cool. Thank you, Green Ranger. Thank you, God. You're still with us. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you. Saludos y respetos. Thank you. Buenas noches. I had a charger disaster. Man, I hope everything's well. But everyone, do have a great night. Please stay tuned for the upload in the morning. And you guys remember, we uh we are more than friends. You want me to do something in the channel? Let me know. At the end of the day, I trust that you guys support me or the message. But again, expect this week for me to tighten up. Eric, buenas noches. Triple A, I'll send you a message. If not tonight in the morning, gracias. Hope you rest well. Good night, Wera. Well, everyone, I'm out. I always take like 10 minutes saying, uh, I love everybody. Que descansen.